Hi everyone, I'm Miss Karen. Thank you for joining me today for my first virtual story time at the Dunellen Public Library. Some of you may have noticed that it's starting to get cold outside and we even had a little bit of snow last week, so I thought a great theme for today's story time could be winter. So tonight we'll be reading William's Winter Nap, and to go along with this book we'll also be doing a paint-based craft towards the end. So let's get started. William's Winter Nap by Linda Ashman. For Phoebe, Georgia, and Rafi. In a house on a hill that's tall and steep, there's a boy named William who's ready to sleep. He drinks his cocoa, climbs in bed. He fluffs the pillow beneath his head, then burrows down for a nice long nap, but wakes to the sound of, "Excuse me, but I've lost my way. I'm cold and tired. May I please stay?" Will says, "Yes, I'll scooch a bit. There's room for two. I'm sure we'll fit." The two climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night." It's quiet. Just the clock's tick-tock. But wait, what's that, eh? "Oh, what a lovely cozy place. Could you spare a smidge of space?" Will says, "Yes, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for three. I'm sure we'll fit." The three climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night." It's peaceful in the sleepy room until, that is, "My toes are numb, my tail is too. Okay if I come in with you?" Will says, "Yes, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for four. I'm sure we'll fit." The four climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night." Could that be rain? No, pebbles on the window pane. "May I come in? I need some rest. I promise I'm a perfect guest." Will says, "Yes, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for five. I'm sure we'll fit." The five climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night." The sound of snoring, soft and low. Then, crunch! Some footsteps in the snow. A note is slipped beneath the door. "Do you have room for just one more?" "I'd rather not. Too squished. No space. There's got to be some other place. We don't have room. Too hard to fit. No way. We can't consider it." Will says, "If it's someone small, it might not be so hard at all." He tugs the door to see who's there. Uh-oh, oh my. What now, eh? "Bear? I saw your light on through the trees. I'm lonely. May I join you, please?" Bear shivers in the falling snow. "I see. No room. That's fine. I'll go." "It's awfully cold. The snow. The ice. He'd keep us warm. He seems quite nice." They all say, "Wait, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for six. Somehow we'll fit." The six climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night." "Sweet dreams, my friends," says Will. "Sleep tight. I'll see you in the warm spring light." Now, does anyone remember what William was drinking at the beginning of the story? Let's go back and look. It's right here. So, the book says he drinks his cocoa and climbs into bed. So, to go along with what William was drinking at the start of the book, we're going to be doing a craft that'll involve us drawing some hot cocoa and a little bit of painting too. So let's go on to that. So today's craft is called watercolor snowflake art. So you'll start with a white crayon, you'll start with some watercolor paint, a paintbrush, your white sheet of paper, and your cup of water. So the first step is to take your white crayon and start drawing on your white sheet of paper with it. Because today's book was William's Winter Nap, we're going to be drawing some hot cocoa. So I'll start over here with some snowflakes, and I'm just going to do a couple of the snowflakes. After that, I'm going to get started on my hot cocoa. So I'm going to draw the mug, and then the handle for the mug, and then above that, I'm just drawing some more snowflakes, and I'm coloring in the hot cocoa, and then drawing a little snowflake on the mug. Now, if you're having any difficulty seeing what you're drawing, I recommend taking out a phone camera and shining the light onto the piece of paper. This will make your drawing a lot more clear. After this, you can take the paint and just dip the paintbrush in the water and start painting the entire page. So I use blue for mine, but you can really use whatever color you want. And as you continue to paint, it'll become a lot more clear what the drawing is. So you can start to see my mug, you can start to see my snowflakes. And don't forget, you want to get all the corners of the page. Now, if you want a more intense color, you can try using a little less water, and it might show up better. And you can also add additional colors. So for mine, I decided to add some purple. One reason I really like this craft is because it doesn't take a lot of supplies, and it's really fun to see your drawing magically appear on the page. And when you're all done with the craft, just make sure you have a place where you can put it to dry, and then feel free to hang it up. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. For more information on the Dunellen Public Library Storytimes, please check out our website or Facebook. I'll be back with another virtual Storytime December 21st, and this one should be loads of fun since it'll be Christmas themed. Until then, take care. Bye!